Hello beautiful souls, this is Lila with Fern Shadow Studio. I'm coming to you again with our Crystal of the Week series. And this week, when I drew from my Crystal Wisdom and Intention card deck, the card that I drew was for Dumortierite. I see this Dumortierite as one of our unsung heroes in the crystal world. It is fairly plentiful and fairly inexpensive compared to many other types of crystals. It is a 7 on the hardness scale, and it's closely related to the quartz family. You usually find Dumortierite in this beautiful denim blue color, kind of an indigo blue. Although occasionally you find it in green or brown, and very rarely in pink or in violet. Now, as you can see, it is predominantly opaque, although it does contain sometimes pockets of quartz. And once in a while you'll find it in the translucent form, where it's cut into beautiful gemstones and used in jewelry. Because it's so closely related to quartz, if you find blue quartz, it's usually blue because it contains Dumortierite. And sometimes you can find clear quartz that even has blue stringers of Dumortierite in it, which is just beautiful. Another interesting quality about Dumortierite is that in those translucent stones, when you cut them for use in jewelry, for example, they can color phase, which means depending on the light, they can change color. And also, if you wanted to identify Dumortierite under a black light, it might change color too and fluoresce. So because of this denim blue color, it's sometimes confused with sodalite or lapis. You may even find it intentionally mislabeled as lapis because lapis is more expensive. It's fairly easy to tell the difference though, because Dumortierite is significantly harder than lapis. And it doesn't contain the quantity and the white strings of sodium that you see in sodalite, and it doesn't contain the gold flecks that you might see in lapis, the gold flecks of pyrite, of course. So that also allows it to be more easily identified. Let's talk about the history of Dumortierite. It was most recently identified and named in France a few hundred years ago, and it became industrialized in use because it helped to make the most beautiful quality porcelain. But if we go back a few thousand years, we'll find that it was used by ancient Egyptians and Greeks and Romans, and in those times it was associated with goddesses quite often, or rain or water, and with sacred knowledge. Now if we jump forward into the Middle Ages, we find that Dumortierite is used in many religious carvings and religious objects, and in those times it was associated more with truth and loyalty, and once again, spiritual wisdom. Now let's move forward into modern times. If we look up Dumortierite in some of the books or on the internet, we're going to see it associated with everything from head to toe and soup to nuts. But let's break that down a little bit more. We know that Dumortierite, being so closely related to the quartz family, has those piezoelectric properties, allowing it to be a rectifier of frequency. It actively can change and modify frequency to purify, to raise it, to lower it, depending on what we need. And we know that this beautiful blue color would be associated with the third eye or the brow chakra, which we consider the seat of our intuition and of our inner wisdom. So with those qualities in mind, the intention I would use if I wanted to work with Dumortierite would be as follows. My mind is becoming clear. My mental cobwebs are being brushed away and simple solutions are becoming more obvious. I am calm and I am calming to others. What a beautiful companion Dumortierite would be for our meditation or our journaling or some of our inner work. So if you'd like more information about my services or about my Crystal Wisdom and Intention card deck, you can find me at Fern Shadow Studio. Bye for now, beautiful souls.